That's right. Hey, we're back. Do you know what? For about 2 weeks, we were not down. We did not have any. I'm talking nothing. We had no find everything developer at all. We were completely out. What happened was that Roblox, because of all their stuff that they're doing, they're just like, wow, there it is. They took us down. So that's why you've been seeing me over at the regular part, the regular find everything, and not the developer one. There's so much going on right now. It's just, oh, I cannot believe it. But they've asked me to stay away from Mount Doodad. They've done so much in there while the 2 weeks was going by. And I came back and I was shocked. There was so many different things that had been changed in there. And what thing's really neat about it is that the game, what they're doing is just, I just can't tell you and imagine what is going on. And I can tell how much you must feel going, I want the, I want the update, and I can tell that because when I was out for 2 weeks, I mean, I was like, oh my goodness. And I was asking Nomer, do whatever it needs to do. I've got to get back in there. And they did have a back door ready to go. But what happened was that Tyler and Alta went ahead and found out a secret that they had set up for us at Roblox, and that we just had to implement it and show up. What I wanted to share with you here is we're on Paul Bean Park, and Paul Bean Park is just incredible. As I said, I messed up over here, but again, what happened here is that I was showing there's a place where, actually, as developers, or just to be testers, can tell, hey, there's something going on here. So I wanted to kind of share with you this thing, and this is, I'm not sure. I showed Alta. They might change it, they might not, I don't know. However, what happens is that when you click your space bar 3 times, what happens, you'll see what happens. You'll see, I'm going to be doing it here, 1, 2, then all of a sudden it just goes forward. Goes 1, 2, 3, forward. So what happens is that you can do that, and the problem is, now this is something, this is Tara's part of the game, and that's what she's doing. It's Forgotten Relics, and that she actually goes underneath our sofa and she goes ahead and gets those. And she actually, now whenever we're on, she wants to go and watch, and she actually wants to be, she takes over. And the other day she actually spilled up the lights. She did a whole bunch of other things, and she's just what can I say, she's a cat. Anyway, so what's happening is that's happening. But however, if you go in to the area where you can see, where you can change things, and if you say you want air dash, you go space, it automatically goes to air dash. That happens. However, if you go and you do it and you take the air dash off, then what happens is that you can go bounce, and you do the third bounce and nothing happens. So again, it makes sense why that would do that. At the same time, it makes it where if you want to make it harder for yourself on holding your what is that called? See, there's that cat in there. I'd like to go. There's a couple things they've got to do to fix that, and they haven't done it yet. But it just want to let you know that there's a lot of stuff that they're still waiting on this area. Anyways, just you can see how much farther things can go, how much you can just do so much in this area. It's just unbelievable. Anyways, we can go in, and we'll go in, and that's right. We are going to, that's right, Yummy Yum Yard. Now, I'm usually pretty good about this, but today I've been off just a little because it's been a while since I've been here. I just got in a couple of days ago, but what's nice, I was supposed to hit the chocolate. Now, this is the thing where it's a timer. Now, I have done this, but for whatever reason, I was just having a hard time today. But again, I have other people that I know that have a hard time, and see, it should be slipping off, and then I just kind of go in and just, whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I'm trying to do that, but there's a lot of different little things that they're doing. You can see if you look closely, and I don't know if you can see right there, there's the hamburger. It's right there. And there's also another hamburger on the other side. So again, if you come down, and we're going to go and you'll see what I'm talking about. But you see it, anyways, I'll get back better and I'll just go ahead and get everything. But it was so, I can't tell you how nice it is to get back. The best part though, is I love seeing all the different things that is going on. I know that they're really working hard on this because I see it. There's an area in Mount Doodad that was, it was a convenience store. And what happened is I was hoping I could show it to you. And then I come in after this 2 weeks has been out, and all of a sudden they've taken it out. Now, in a way, it actually makes sense that it should go out. I'm hoping they bring that back, the convenience store. It's really incredible. However, what they've done in its place is even better. So I don't, it's like I was thinking, oh no, how could they do this? And then when I saw all the little things that they were doing, I'm thinking, oh my goodness, this is unreal what they're doing and how they're making this thing so much better on this. So again, the thing I just love about this thing is that you can tell that Alta, Tyler, Socks, and I think a little bit of Nomer is absolutely making this thing go just incredible. But to see what's going on, now I've been told to stay completely away from Mount Doodad. There's another area that they did start going on, and a long time ago when I was in the area, I never showed it because they asked me to stay. I could do one spot, but this other spot I couldn't go in. And actually we really made it really, just so incredible. But anyways, I just want to, if you go right below this, there's actually another, right to your left, there's another hamburger. So it's just kind of nice what they're doing over here. A lot of stuff. I'm just, but again, I got to do a little bit more practicing. I've been away from this too long. And so that's one thing I had to kind of do. The thing is that your type of moveset and this moveset is really different. So that's the thing that you can practice all you want, but it just doesn't, do that on there. But you can see, you can keep going along. You can see where things are. And then there's, I missed it. Let's go back over there. See the rainbow jelly. It's just so many little things that they have. And then of course there's the hamburger. You can come in and then you kind of go out. They've got really a lot of good hamburger locations. As I said, there's one to your right, and it's just incredible where it's at over there. So as I said, I can't tell you how ecstatic I am that they have this together. I'm just, we're going to go over, that's right, we're going to be warping over there to, that's right, Ballyhoo Bluffs, that's right. This is really incredible. There's a whole bunch of new areas in here. Again, I've been asked not to, so a lot of times you're seeing this stuff, you're going, okay, anytime, any new stuff. The problem is I just can't, but you can see that it really, what's nice is that you can go into the second, levels. I can go in the trees, like right now I'm in the trees, and you can kind of go over and then kind of get on through there. Whoops, I almost. But anyways, that's the, it's going to be really nice when the economy comes in. And I just wanted to kind of share with you, this is just, I just love it. And there's a couple of other things that are in here that are incredible, and that is, there's little things that just happen for you. And I've been trying, there's one area that I really want to share with you, but I've only seen it once, so I know that it's a surprise thing that you get depending on the number you draw, type of thing going in. So again, it's just unbelievable. There's another thing that's really, I'm going to share with you. I'm not going to go click it, but you can see that there's a star right up there. I did it very quickly, but there's a star, but there's a bunch of stars everywhere. Something to let you know about is that the stars, you can go ahead and get those done. One of the games that were recommended was Regretivator. what I wanted to kind of go is kind of over there. I had a friend share with me how to do this. And again, it's actually best if I do that with a friend. They're showing me. And so I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go. Last time I was here, I did it was a messy job. But anyway, I just kind of want to go through there. That's one of the things that they also suggest that they, Polyhex and Socks and Nomer suggest that you go and you play this game. There's also another game that they've suggested that I played today a little bit earlier, and I can just go ahead and put those in, and I'll do that.
Yellow.
Yeah, I don't know what this is whole thing about, but this is like elevators, and you can kind of go through. I went ahead and just stuck in here, and this I never saw. This is brand new. I think I'm supposed to stay away from that character. That's important to stay away from that character. So I just went ahead and ran like everything. So, and then I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. That I'm not going to go anywhere near there. I'm just going to keep running. So I guess I got two little things on the right-hand side that tells me I did okay. And so anyways, got in there 100%, didn't lose anything. I actually did that floor, and I did it perfectly. So I really felt good about that. And not much of a floor to do, but again, at least I had to do something on that. So anyways, I just want to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. I cannot tell you. I can feel for you guys on how you want this thing to be updated. And I'll tell you, it's some of the stuff there's things that they keep changing all the time. And there's some new areas that are just unreal. It's interesting. Yesterday, my friend and I were doing this, and he was showing me exactly what I needed to do it. But I tried it this morning. I tried this afternoon, and I couldn't really do it as well as he could do it. But it seems like if you have someone ahead of you, and you kind of follow them blindly, that kind of helps you to get out. So it's very loud, but again, that's just it's nothing like the Find Everything music, which I think is pure art. But again, like this way, I was like, well, where do they go? They go forward, and they got it, and then then they go all the way through. And I don't know why they followed them, but whatever. Then we go through again, but then by the time I came back, somebody is really fast because they went ahead and got this thing almost completely done on this. So, they give you plenty of time just to kind of get going on this thing. But you can see that you kind of go in and just go there, and then you see I went all the way through, and I still had floor complete. And you can see it's going, and then maybe I shouldn't have. And it went down to 65, which doesn't make sense. And it was telling me I need to go back, and it just doesn't make sense on that. But again, if you guys know Regretivator, I can't talk today. It might be helpful on that. So anyways, that's what's going on in this thing. But anyways, very interesting, I will tell you. But we got a couple more minutes and what this thing does, and I'm just going to go ahead and just going to throw on this and see what's going on. It's 19 minutes and 58 seconds, but right now at 13. But this is some new stuff that's going on in here. Again, I really wasn't sure where to go on this. If I went in, I guess something went and blew up over there. Yeah, there it goes. But it went down. I'm still at 65. And this was really interesting. I think things were, you can kind of see you're kind of coming down a little bit, and then you got to hit the little things on there, and that gives you a little bit of coinage. Then that's what the whole idea is on this. But it's just kind of, it calls on through, then you kind of go to another one, and then you got this one, you got another one, and it just seems like it's gonna go. It's kind of neat what's going on here. I'm just really very pleased with how much this thing moves, and of course you hit too far, and again I kind of got hit a little bit. I'm not sure the number that I'm at, But anyway, okay, you're currently spectating, so I guess I'm not doing so well right now. But anyways, this is what's going on in this thing. Just you kind of wait a little bit, and then I'm just going to be seeing if they'll kind of a nice little happy little music, things like that. But again, this is really good. If there's other things I was trying to get, I'm really down to 65, and the cheese, if you take and eat it, supposed to do it the left hand, pick it up, and anyway, this wasn't the best. This, I'm not sure what in the world this is. It doesn't make any sense to me. But again, you kind of go over here and then there, and then you're back again. Floor complete. So it looks like it's the floor complete. I guess I should have just gotten out of there or something. I just don't understand. Like I'm doing this over and over again, but the floor was complete right at the beginning of that. So I guess I should have just turned around and went back into the elevator, you know. So again, you know, I'm just I've never played this game. I've played it once before, and so but every floor is different. So you might be playing and you might, oh, I'll see that one. I know that one, but. So anyway, it looks like I should have just turned around, because it just seems like I'm just going in circles. Though I am getting hit. I'm like at 41, 42, 38, 39. So it's just, and I really didn't have to do that at all, you know. But what's nice though is that it goes and goes. It does automatically. It takes a little bit of time, but it will go back up to 50. Like right now, I'm at 20, and then back up to 40, 42, or 23, excuse me, and so I just, but it keeps coming up on you, so you're not, it doesn't knock you out completely, I guess, because I've already did the floor. I don't know. Anyways, if you guys know what I'm doing on here, that's great. Anyways, that's what's going on, and then we're back in the garage. I mean, back in the elevator. Again, the number keeps going up. It's a 42, 43. It'll go back up to 50. So, but it's just an interesting little thing that's going on. Sometimes there's things in the elevator. You got to be like up on the rails so something doesn't touch you, and things like that. So yeah, it's I don't know. Yeah, it's something very interesting, but again, I just wanted to try the different ones. And if you guys have ideas for me and things like that, that would be great. This one, it made no sense to me. I guess it said basically it fills up this whole building gets filled up with concrete, but it didn't seem like you could go very far. You go up this thing, and then you went up, again. And then when you went to a certain location, I just could not make that little leap right there. Maybe I needed to go against the wall or doing something, but I just didn't know. So again, it's just really interesting. I just want to kind of share with this. I'll just do the find everything. Hopefully I can share with a little bit more. As I said, I've never seen so much activity while I was gone. And that's one thing that I was really, really happy about, was the ability to see that, and I'm just ecstatic on that. Anyways, we're coming to an end on this, and we'll just go ahead, and I will work on next week, and we'll get some more stuff out, and hopefully I can kind of share things and kind of give you a little sneak peek on something. But right now they're asking me not to. So anyways, we will that's right, we will, that's right, we will talk later. Take care. All right, we're almost ready. What's going to happen is that we're going to be filled up with cement here, and I try to get through. Like, I'm going to go back. I want to get back to the elevator. Like, I'm done. I really am. I'm done on this thing, but it wouldn't let me do it. So, anyways, I just wanted to kind of go, okay, well, let me put up here. As I said, it's tough when you don't know. I mean, it's like you want to get into that elevator, but it's like you're not going in here. That's just the way it's going to be. Anyways, it's just wow. Find Everything is my favorite. I want to thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.